Hey everyone, so as you can see we have started prepping the garden. We're basically doing the same thing we did last year, but this year with our in-laws garden. It's much bigger than what we had at our old place. So we're just utilizing the plastic that we had. We're going to break into the rest of our roll, hopefully cover the whole garden. We'll have to kind of gauge it as we go, but we're just trying to reuse what we can. There may be some holes that we don't put plants in. We'll just have to weed those sections, but this is where we're starting.
Ready?
So at the end of a row, when we're putting down new plastic, you don't want to cut it or else it'll fray. So you just get we got a little butane torch, and then you can cut wherever you want with the butane torch, or any holes that you want. You just burn holes in, and then the edges are sealed so it won't fray at any point during the season. This stuff here is 2 years old, and you can see it's still in pretty good shape. Okay, so we started to lay out the tomato plants. We got a little overzealous with selecting them. We have 20 tomato plants and 20 pepper plants, but we kind of spaced everything else out how we want it. We're going to start planting these and get them situated, and then in the next week or so we're going to bring the seeds out and we will get those planted. The garden is all planted. As you can see, we had some difficulties. We thought we had the plastic in well, and then some wild wind came through and started tearing it up, so we had to make do with some planks. But just for a rundown, we have some cherry tomato plants, and then a variety of Roma, Better Boy, Big Boy. There's a handful of varieties of tomatoes that we tried. We have banana peppers, jalapeno peppers, and then red, yellow, and green bell peppers, variety of color. Here we have eggplant seeds. Not sure how that's going to do. I've never grown eggplant before. And then here we have 2 variety of cabbage, 4 plants of cauliflower, and down there we have celery. I got 3 more tomato plants just to kind of fill the gap because we had more room than we imagined, and why not have more tomatoes? And then here we have some green beans, and then 2 variety of peas. Over here we did Indian corn, or a ornamental corn. And then back here we have a large section of carrots. This is beets, and that portion over there is radishes. And as you can see, our radishes have already started growing. They only took about 3 days to start. And we have started getting some beans. So I will keep you updated through the growing season. So we noticed that a deer or 2 has decided to start munching on our garden. And they pretty much hit it last night. So we have added some netting over our green beans and some of our peas. I got these security motion censored lights to hopefully scare them off when they walk in front of it. And we are going to add some electric fencing around the garden just to keep anything else out. fence posts are up. I have clips on them. We are just now wiring in the solar panel fencer. This is not ideal, but it will do for now. This is our solar power fencer. We have to let it charge in the sun before we can turn it on. So we're just going to let it go for this afternoon and tomorrow, and then we will test it. And we put up 3 strands of fencing whole way around the garden. Hopefully that is enough, as well as the netting that I put over the beans today, to keep the deer out of here until we can get the fence on. And then that power should be good.